What's going on, guys? Gamer Dude back once again, bringing you some more informative gaming news. But before we begin, y'all know the routine, or at least I hope you do by now. If you are new to the channel, please make sure you smash that like button and drop me a subscribe, because it would just be your good deed of the day. Same applies if you are a returning viewer. Now then, as you can tell from the title and the gameplay, we are talking about the highly anticipated update to Marvel's Spider-Man 2. It has been a long few months. It's been 5 months since Spider-Man launched, and we've had no news or information regarding New Game Plus. All they said was early 2024. But now it appears we finally have a launch date and some new information regarding the New Game Plus, what's coming with it, what we can expect, and everything in between. So in this video, I'm going to be breaking down everything I've found regarding this. Going to be throwing in a few I don't know, kind of theories here and there, let's say, about what's to come. So getting right into it. 5 months after launch, New Game Plus is finally incoming. The long-anticipated Marvel Spider-Man 2 New Game Plus update is finally set to launch on the 7th of March. So I guess that's still kind of early 2024, but it's kind of like, if you think about it, sort of mid-2024 at this point. But yeah, either way, it's still coming. Insomniac said in a statement on X, "Our next update is coming March 7th. Our title update for Marvel Spider-Man 2 arrives next month and adds highly requested features like New Game Plus, new suits, and much, much more." They went on to say, "Watch our social media for a complete list of features closer to its release." So I've looked into some of these features, and it looks like we're going to have the ability to change the color of Peter's suit tendrils. You know, because when you finish the game and you get anti-venom, and you change to, say, the Raimi black suit, the tendrils that come out are still white. And it kind of sort of defeats the purpose of the black suit, in my opinion, with that. So I think that's going to be a great feature. There's going to be the ability to change the time of day, which is also great, because I loved this game at night, especially when you're in that scene with the black suit and the hell aesthetic with the rain at night. That looks gorgeous, so I can't wait to do that. They're going to do mission select as well, so that's another new feature coming. They introduced that in Spider-Man Miles Morales, and everybody kind of hoped that it would be in the game at launch. I mean, it kind of should have been. It was in Miles Morales, so why wouldn't they have had it in this at launch? But yeah, that's finally incoming anyway. Insomniac has also previously teased some of these new features, revealing back in December that the studio is working on the, as I mentioned, ability to change the time of day, swap the tendril colors, and replay missions, and a couple of other unspecified additions. Now, the New Game Plus update was originally teased for release in 2023, but those other features certainly help take a bit of sting out of this big delay. Because I've already played through the game twice. I played through it once on the highest difficulty, and then when I completed it, I played through it again on the new difficulty you unlock, just for the sake of doing it. And I really enjoyed it, and I haven't touched it since. And that was probably mid-December that I finished my second playthrough. So I haven't really gone back to it since, unless, you know, I just fancied going on for a casual swing around. There's not really anything to do in the end game once you finish everything. Much like the original Spider-Mans, you know, once you've finished everything, that's it. It's done. There's nothing else to do. And I mean, you can't exactly even replay any of the side quests, like the research stations in the first Spider-Man game. You could replay those whenever you wanted, but this Spider-Man 2, this game, it doesn't really have that ability to replay anything out in the open world except the Mysteriums, which are kind of annoying, really. You know, it's just like a roguelike mode, and it's kind of annoying, really. But yeah, anyway. An announcement the other day from Insomniac doesn't specify any of the newer features coming in the update, but hopefully they'll make all of it available before the patch drops. Community manager Aaron Jason teases that this will have some, quote, pretty cool stuff, and will be addressing some big requests from the fans and community. So, yeah, the studio expects the fans to be pleased. They are actually listening to us. They're actually giving us what we've requested. They're taking it into account. They've seen what we liked from the first 2 games, and they've taken it into account. They're like, okay, we don't have to do this, but we're going to do this because you guys liked it. They don't have to add mission replayability, but they are, for example. I'm also not too sure what these new suits that they've mentioned will entail, but fans are already offering plenty of hopes and speculation. We already know that some of the new suits were designed by, I don't know, football stars, I guess, and we're getting some gear inspired by those, and we've seen some concept art for them, and they look really dodgy and really crap. Personally, I hope we do finally get a Spider-Cop outfit. I would love to see Spider-Cop. I would love to swing around the city as Spider-Cop. We saw it in the Into the Spider-Verse movie. It was a quick blink and you'll miss it, but we definitely saw a Spider-Cop. So I would love a Spider-Cop suit. And even though like Peter doesn't make the whole Spider-Cop joke in this because it was his thing with Yuri, but it would still be nice to have that suit, did he just make that suit for the sake of doing it just to annoy Yuri back in the day? So it would be cool to have it there. Anyway, there's also a lot of hope that this DLC might lead into some kind of expansion. Like we got with the original Spider-Man game, The City That Never Sleeps. There are some hopes that once the New Game Plus update drops, that they announce what they're going to do with the future of the DLC for the game. There's a lot of people have speculated that it's going to be all 3 of them are going to be based around Carnage. Some have said there's going to be an Into the Spider-Verse inspired one, showing how Peter Parker from this universe ended up in Miguel O'Hara's Spider Squad. The whole Carnage thing, that's really a no-brainer because they set it up in the side quests in the story, so I'd be very surprised if they didn't go that route. And other people have speculated that the anti-venom suit is actually going to play a big part in the DLC, and it's going to have something to do with taking away Peter's powers so he does get to become Peter Parker after all, and Miles takes over, because Insomniac have said themselves that they do want Miles Morales to be their primary Spider-Man going forward. So it may go that route. The anti-venom suit may take away Peter's powers, and then he has to use all of it to kill Carnage or something, and that takes away his spider powers as well. So that's just my theory on that anyway, but let me know what you guys think. Partially fueled by information that came out from the hack Insomniac unfortunately suffered last year, I wouldn't put too much stock in any of those leaks. Obviously, it's sad when a developer gets hacked. It happened to Rockstar Games with Grand Theft Auto 6, Insomniac, and it's really sad when it happens, because these developers put a lot of time and effort into making these games for people. And they keep them secret for a reason. It's hella annoying that they keep it secret, but they do it for a reason. They don't want to show us anything that's not ready. They don't want to announce something that could be cancelled a little bit further down the line. So when something's leaked, it gives people hopes for this, that, and this, and then we find out, oh yeah, it's not happening at all. So that's why they don't like to, tell us things beforehand. They'll throw in a teaser at a game conference or something like that, but they don't like to tell us anything. That's why developers are so quiet lately. But yeah, if only because game development plans to, tend to change. But there's certainly a big old teaser, as I mentioned, to Carnage in Spider-Man 2. So it'd be more surprising if the studio didn't take on that plot in a DLC, because I really do feel like that Spider-Man 2 is about the symbiotes, and if they carry that over into Spider-Man 3, I think it's just going to feel a bit dragged out and a bit pointless, because the post-credit scene set up Doc Ock coming back, Norman Osborn becoming Green Goblin. So it really does beg the question, like, are they going to drag this out even more? Is Carnage going to be one of the main villains? Is he going to be in the new Sinister Six? because a lot of the Sinister Six are now actually dead, unfortunately. But yeah, once again, let me know what you think of that in the comments below. But coming back to the hack from Insomniac Games, a lot of Marvel's Wolverine was leaked, a lot of gameplay, a lot of early gameplay footage was leaked, and it's great to see it. The game looks absolutely brilliant, but it's unfortunate because now the devs might have to go back into that particular part that was leaked and be like, well, this was leaked, now we're going to have to change this, or now we're going to have to change this up, or now we're going to have to delete it entirely. And then it just means more work, and then the game could potentially get postponed, as well as every other project that was seemingly leaked. They've got projects planned up to 2029, if I recall. And there's even a bunch of things in there about the X-Men, and I think I saw a Fantastic Four thing as well, which actually does make sense considering they've put the Fantastic Four building in Spider-Man 2. But still, you've got to take things like that with a pinch of salt, because it's just what's on the drawing board. Obviously Wolverine's in development, so that unfortunately was leaked, but everything else is just on the drawing board right now. They probably don't even have scripts for them. They've probably just written up a bunch of ideas and been like, right, we want this, that, and this in the future, but we'll leave it there for now because we're working on this right now. So you've got to take it with a pinch of salt, and you can't really say, oh, this is coming, we can expect it, and then be disappointed when it doesn't come. That's all I'm saying about things like that when they get hacked in or leaked. But yeah, that's just about all the information I could find regarding the New Game Plus launch. Once again, that is coming on the 7th of March, so it's just under a month away now at the time of recording this video. I honestly cannot wait to replay the game again. Obviously, as I said, I've played through it now twice, and I did enjoy starting again from nothing and, finding all the tokens and stuff again, unlocking all the suits and everything. But it would be nice to just get away from that and play it with everything already unlocked. Because when I was playing it on the highest difficulty at the start of the game, I was getting obliterated. So I would love to just play it with everything unlocked and have a blast. Because it is a phenomenal game. It's a brilliant game. I loved every second of it. But yeah, once again, that's it for the video. So I want to thank you all for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. Stay tuned for more content from yours truly. We've got a bunch of live streams incoming. Going to continue my Star Trek Resurgence playthrough. So yeah, there's plenty to come from me in the coming weeks. I'm not going anywhere. I decided against buying Suicide Squad. I figured to myself, well, it looks like a game that's going to fail, so I didn't bother getting it. Plus, I played it in December, the closed alpha, and I wasn't too keen on it. It just reminded me of a Fortnite DLC. So, yeah, I think if I do get it, I'll wait for the inevitable impending doom that the game is facing. Because, yeah, I know a bunch of people have bought it, but eventually, like Marvel's Avengers, that player base is going to dwindle because people will just get fed up and bored of the same looter-shooter and the same boss battles and the same enemies, which is the problem Avengers had. So yeah, let me know down in the comments what you guys think. Do you think this new update in March is going to lead to them teasing a DLC or telling us about a new DLC? Do you think we're not actually going to get a DLC? Do you think they'll just do another half game? Or do you think we're not going to get anything at all? So, of course, you all know the routine by now, or at least I hope you do. If you are new to the channel, please make sure you smash that like button and drop me a subscribe, because it would just be your good deed of the day. Same applies if you are a returning viewer. So that being said then, this has been Gamer Dude. Happy gaming, and I will catch you all in the next one, guys.